Shalom. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rechapidad. For honor to the Apostle of the Spirit Millstone, who will well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I preach this truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this is not the lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying to the hopeful elect. And the name of this lesson is um, the Lord will give us our own land. We will receive our own land. You know, and when I'm talking about, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Indian descent, we will receive our own land and really, mainly, speaking on the so-called Negroes, we don't got we don't have no. Like, all right, you got all these different nations ruling in their countries, but out of all these different nations that be at the UN, you don't see no so-called Negro in them seats. Why? Because, the so-called Negro is not running shit right now. The so-called Negro is in captivity. So-called Negro don't have no land where it's us Negroes ruling that. You know, you don't have that. You have Esau, so-called white man ruling in Europe and America and Canada and um, 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 Australia and different other places. But other than that, you got these other nations like Ishmael, the so-called Arabs, ruling in they little countries in the Middle East, and you got all these other heathens, all these different nations. You even got, and they could be well, I ain't gonna go that deep, but I'm gonna just say for a basic term, speaking as far as that image that's brought out there, you even got some of the Northern Kingdom tribes that be in there that um um like them countries like in South America, you know, that be at those UN meetings. You got those countries, but and those different tribes, but overall, um the Israelites ain't running shit, you know, or don't got no their own specific land to go to and to fall back on and to rule in. Because rather you got a Northern Kingdom tribe ruling in South America somewhere or in Mexico or whatever. Guess what? Esau is the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Esau is still in power behind us, because these different presidents and kings, they just puppets. Behind the scenes, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and these banker families is ruling behind the scenes. You know, these your presidents, your Biden, your Kamala Harris, those just the face of the country. Those are just puppets. Those not they not the real deal actual rulers. The actual rulers are the banker families. You know, so the Israelite not in power. Because one of them got their own land. And two, because we under in captivity. You know, and we ain't gonna have that power, that full power until the Lord come back and deliver us out our captivity. You know, but first scripture I'm gonna get. This is the book of Ezekiel 36 and 24. It says, "For I will take you." Oh, and by the way, this lesson was inspired by one of Apostle Gabar recent videos. But this is Ezekiel 36 and 24. "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land." So there you go. The Lord said He gonna take us from. He gonna take us away from the heathen, because we in the heathen's land. We not in our land at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, North and South America is not our homeland. Our homeland is the nation, is the land of Israel, not the Palestinians, not the so-called Jews, which really Amalekites, Edomites. Is that land belongs to the nation of Israel, the true biblical Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Indian descent. That is our land, the land of Israel. You know, hey, and the Lord said He gonna take us from away from these heathens, take us out of these heathens' land, and put us into our own land. You know, that's written, that's prophecy, and that haven't took place yet. Why? Hey, how you know that ain't take place? Because we're not in our land. You know, so that shows you right there that we're still in captivity. But guess what? We coming in a time when the Lord is going to take us out of captivity. He's about to give us salvation, man. My next scripture I got, I'm gonna wait till I get this light real quick. Um, this is the book. Oh yeah, look at Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. It say, "Therefore, saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord." So future prophecy. Behold, these days will come. You know, um, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Hey, because that's the old Lord say to this day that I delivered and brought you out of the land of Egypt. You know, out of the land of Mizraim, out of that double straits. You know, out of that captivity, man. You know, hey, the Lord delivered us. Um, it say a new slogan. It say, "But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." So there you go. That's just clear cut right there. It said the Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt, but it's gonna be said that the Lord brought the children of Israel out of the land of the north. And what is the land of the north? The land of the north is North America. You know, the United States. Hey, the Lord, hey, that's gonna be the new thing that's gonna be written and said. It constantly said and constantly repeated for eternity. Hey, this earth, man. And who it happened to? It happened to Judah and Ephraim, who was oppressed together. It happened to the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indian descent, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. We got punished in this together, and the Lord's gonna deliver us together. You know, but hey, this time He's gonna deliver His elect out of America. And I'm not even done with the verse, but not just America, but wherever they scattered at. You know, um, let me keep reading. Actually, I mean, let's go get to that. Let's say, bear with me. Let's say, the Lord. Hold on. Let's say, but the Lord liveth. All right, here we go. It say, but the Lord liveth that brought up the. I'm gonna bring it back from verse 14. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It say, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the land whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again unto their land that I gave unto their fathers. So there it goes. Clear cut. Clear, plain cut. And I got one more scripture, but we could end the video right there. Because hey, it said that it's gonna be no more said the Lord brought us to the land of Egypt, but he brought the children of Israel from the land of the north. And from all the lands they was driven, because we're scattered. We're everywhere. We're just not in America. We in South America. We in Africa. We in Australia. We in Europe. We in Asia. We're everywhere. We across the whole earth, scattered amongst the different nations. And the Lord said he's going to deliver them from these different lands. And those ones he's going to deliver from them different lands is his elect, the 1/3. Because 2/3 don't want to fucking get right, and they ask him to die. But the 1/3 is going to seek salvation, seek the Lord in truth and sincerity, and the Lord is going to deliver them. This is future prophecy, and give us the land that he gave it to our fathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What land did he give them? The land of Canaan, which is the land of Israel. You know? So we will receive our own land, our own inheritance. I got one more scripture. Ooh, that was a cut right there. That was just a straight cut. Um, uh, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. It say, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. There you go. Their own land. They're going to be in their own land. We're not going to be scattered amongst the nations. We're not going to be, of course, we're going to inherit the whole earth. Of course, we're going to go out of space and all of that good stuff. But at the same time, we're going to have our own land. That's where you go. In the land of Israel, you're going to majority see Israelites. That's going to be our land, our inheritance. We don't have that right now. We don't have an inheritance. We're in slavery. Hey, because with your own land, what comes with that? Riches. That comes with slaves. That comes with slaves, servants, um, hand, handmaids, and it's gonna keep going. Let me just keep reading. It say, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, talking about the Israelite foreigners, Israelites that scatter amongst these nations. The Lord is going to gather them and bring them into their own land. Bring them back to their true nationality, their true heritage, which is the Hebrew Israelites. It say, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So we're going to take these other nations and we're going to be in our land serving us. It said for servants and for handmaids. You know, they're going to be slaves. A servant, a handmaid is a slave, meaning they serve you. And with slaves, that comes with true riches and multiple resources. And you got to have your own shit to do that. You got to have your own land. your own space. Um, it say, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So there you go. We gonna rule over our oppressors, man. We're gonna be on top. We're gonna be taken away from the heathens, and the same heathens that had us in captivity, we gonna put their asses in captivity. Um, it say, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So the Lord is going to deliver us from this shit, man. We're not going to be just in captivity forever and going through this shit forever. The Lord is going to deliver us and give us our own land and have mercy upon us, man. And we in that generation, we in that time period where this is about to take place. It's edifying.